Hi friends, this is Harsha ma'am over here. As you know that we are doing numericals these days. And today is the last lecture of numericals. We have done so many numericals since about 1.5 weeks. We are going on continuing doing numericals. If you just analyze, then you will come to know that we have covered almost each and every type of numerical. The basic strategy with which we started, first doing very simple numericals, then we took some of the hard numericals, then again some slow. Now, as I had promised in one of my lectures that we will be doing some of the numericals of higher standards also. Although we are in class 9, but we can yet solve some of the numericals of class 11, because after gaining so much of knowledge, ultimately our brain will start working on this kind of logical things. As I said you, numericals, they resemble the word problems. If you are good in the word problems, things will become more and more easy for you. If you are going to opt for science stream, then in science stream, you will be having the basic two subjects, physics, chemistry, and along with it you can opt for either maths or biology. But physics will be compulsory for you. Okay, so as the physics is compulsory for you, we are going to go today a step higher. Only in today's lecture, the last lecture of numericals, I am going to take you to a higher level, a level of AIEEE, PMT, or you can say in these days, what is JEE? Okay, and NEET. Before JEE and NEET, AIEEE and AI All India Pre-Medical Test, AIPMT was organized. What is this AIEEE and AIPMT? AIEEE, that resembles JEE. Before JEE came, it was AIEEE. And before the NEET came, it was AIPMT. Okay, AIEEE stands for All India Engineering Entrance Exam, while AIPMT stands for All India Pre-Medical Test. So these are the things that we are going to study today. We are going to do just few numericals from this level. Okay, I hope that you will enjoy it. Very less number of numericals, but yet we have to do it because it is a brainstorming event. Today, we will try to use our energy, we will try to use our whole enthusiasm in just solving very few numericals. Because as I said, for the logical development, the thing that is important is this, that is the numericals. So I, your Harsha ma'am, welcome you in today's higher level session that is related to a leveled lecture. Okay, so let's have a look. We'll do the first numerical. This was asked in Gujarat State Higher Education Board exam in 2012. Let's have a look at the question. The very first question of the day. As you know that today we are doing the numericals of higher level. For some of you it might be very good news because they will say, oh, hish, finally the numericals are over. So some might feel like that. So here it is, the last lecture. The question is if the speed of vehicle becomes 3 times for a given deceleration, its stopping distance becomes dash times. This is the very first question. Where was this asked in? Gujarat State Higher Education Board 2012. Okay, the options of this MCQ are A, 3 times, B, 2 times, C, 1/9 times, and D, which is 9 times. This is the first question that we are doing. Okay? And let's move further. It's a thinking process. Somewhat I will tell you still. Many of you might be able to do this before my teaching only. Whatever is getting a hit in your brain, just try to do it. 1 minute I'll give you. Try to think. What are the strategies that you'll be using? What are you having? Just think. If the speed of the vehicle becomes 3 times, that means it was going with some initial speed. Its speed became 3 times for a given deceleration. Okay. Deceleration, that means it is decreasing its speed so that its stopping distance. Stopping distance means the moment at which it is stopping will become dash times. That means that if at all you are going with the speed of 20 km per hour and you jump to 3 times, that is 60 km per hour, then when you are applying the brakes, how much more distance will you travel? Try to understand the question. Question is, if I am going with 20 km per hour speed, and instead of that if I go to 60 km per hour speed, and I apply brakes, so after applying brake, how much distance will the object cover? Okay, how many times the distance will be? That is asked over here. So first of all, you have to just think which 3 equations of motion you are having. You are having these 3 equations. That is V is equal to U plus AT. Then V square minus U square is equals to 2AS. S is equal to UT plus half AT square. These are the 3 equations and we have to choose any one equation among this only. So here what things are getting related? The thing that is getting related is speed. Deceleration means when you are decreasing the speed at that time, the acceleration is called as retardation or deceleration. De-acceleration. That means reducing the speed. And its stopping distance. So you should have these 3 things with you. Speed, acceleration and stopping distance or distance. Can you just tell me first, second or third among these 3 which equation will be useful? If at all you can just tell me which is the equation, just WhatsApp it to me right now. Which is the equation 1, 2 or 3? I am giving you 30 seconds, quick. पता तो होना चाहिए ना कि कौन सी formula apply करनी है. In 30 seconds, try to just send me the correct formula because we are having only these 3, like you can say, we have to just fight our battle with these 3 things only. We don't have any other arms. This is our whole armament property. S is equals to UT plus half AT square. This is the equation that we will be using. Yes, some of you are totally right. That is S is equals to UT plus half AT square. Here, speed becomes 3 times for a given deceleration. Stopping distance will become dash times. For a given deceleration, here we are knowing this. You can even use this V square minus U square is equals to 2AS. Both these things will be helpful to you. Both these things will be helpful to you. Okay, so some of you are totally right. That is, we will be using this equation which is V square minus U square is equals to 2AS. Make S as the subject of the formula. That is, S is equals to V square minus U square upon 2A. Are you getting my point? What are we getting? S is equal to V square minus U square upon 2A. Now, its stopping distance, that means finally the object is going to come at rest. finally the object is going to stop its motion. So final velocity v will be 0. So, and acceleration is negative acceleration. So s is equals to minus u square upon 2a. That also will be negative. Why it will be negative? Because acceleration is decreasing. So this will get removed. S is equal to u square upon 2a. You are getting what I am saying? S is equals to u square by 2a. For a given deceleration, that means a is fixed, constant. We are not saying, they have said that for a given deceleration, that means it's a fixed deceleration. This is a key word over here. Acceleration is going to remain constant. Because the acceleration is constant, s will depend only on u square. This alpha wadi je sign છે ને, this alpha sign, it means proportional. What is the meaning of this sign alpha? It means proportional. What is the meaning of proportional? It means if one thing is increasing, another thing will increase on its own. For example, if the price of diesel will increase, then price of the vegetables will increase, because ultimately you have to bring it from somewhere. So this sign of alpha, like this alpha A type, it means proportional. Meaning of the word proportional is if one is increasing, another will increase on its own. Okay, if you don't study, you get less marks. Criteria is you don't study, then you get less marks. If you study, you get good marks. Criteria is if you are studying, you'll get good marks. समझाई छे? I hope you are getting. S is proportional to u square. Over here, we came to know that the stopping distance is directly proportional to the square of the initial velocity. It is becoming 3 times. So, we are having 2 speeds over here. The very first speed is u1, which is equals to u. Second speed u2 is equals to 3u. Speed is becoming 3 times. Okay. So, what can we come to know? We can come to know that S is, because proportional to u square, you can write S1 upon S2 is equal to u1 square upon u2 square. How can you write this thing now? You have started in your lower standards that whenever 2 things are in proportion, you can take 2 different things in ratio. If S is proportional to u square, you can write S1 upon S2 is equal to u1 square upon u2 square. If this you are having in proportionality, then this can be written by the law of mathematics. Okay, if you have studied ratio and proportion in your lower standards, then this won't be a problem for you. Now, what is the very first stopping distance? That upon second stopping distance is S2. What is u1 square? It's u square. What is u2 square? It's 3u square. S1 upon S2 is equals to u square upon 9u square. Okay. Now the very first mistake that the child does is by seeing the answer over here, u square upon 9u square, the only thing that will come into the brain is answer is 1 by 9, and they'll directly take 1 by 9 and they'll come. No. Read the question. Okay, and if you don't understand this, I will tell you. If, just think, if you study for, suppose say, 3 hours continuously, then your marks will become double. So, if you study for 4 hours, so for 6 hours, your mark should become 4 times. Every રીતના છે આ. Okay, S is directly proportional to u square. That means, imagine that the cost of this particular body was 10 rupees. Okay, and this pen was sold for 30 rupees. Now, if the cost of this body became 20, double, then this will become, each and everything will go on increasing, and this will become, the price of this one will become 60. Okay, that is the meaning over here. એટલે એકમાં કાંઈ બી ચેન્જીસ આવે તો બીજું કેટલા ગણું થાય? u square times. So s1 upon s2 is u1 square by u2 square. S1 upon S2 is u square by 3u square. Why? Because they have said that velocity is becoming 3 times. So S1 upon S2 is u square by 9u square. U square will get cancelled. So S1 upon S2 is 1 by 9. But what it is saying that stopping distance become dash times. What is the second stopping distance? It's S2. How much time is S2 as compared to S1? That is asked. Are you getting my point? Okay. How much time is S2 as compared to S1? That is asked. That means that if, just look over here. If S1 upon S2 is 1 by 9, therefore 9s1 is equals to s2. Stopping distance will become how many times? 9 times. This is the correct answer, not 1 by 9. Okay, I don't expect that any of you might be knowing this, or any of you might be thinking this. But it's, as a teacher, it's my responsibility that these things I teach you. Again, I am saying, if you don't understand anything, then don't worry at all. It's for higher level. Only one lecture. Don't worry at all if you don't understand any of this numerical, because this is not, today's lecture is not going to come anywhere in any of your WRTs. But yes, today's lecture will come to you in your further studies if you are going for science stream. Moreover, if you opt for commerce, there also you have to apply your logic. So more logic you are developing right now, more will be your output later. I hope that you're trying to understand what I'm saying. જો સ્પીડ 3 ગણા થાય તો સ્ટોપિંગ ડિસ્ટન્સ 9 टाइम्स થાય. જો एक्सेलरेशन कांस्टेंट હોય તો, अगर एक्सेलरेशन कांस्टेंट है तो स्टॉपिंग डिस्टेंस इज प्रोपोर्शनल टू स्क्वायर. नाउ इफ आई डू 4 over here, what will be the answer over here? 16, because distance is proportional to u square. Every time whenever you are asked MCQ, apply the shortcut. Apply the shortcut only. For a given acceleration, the stopping distance is directly proportional to the square of initial velocity. That means that if the speed of the vehicle becomes half, what will be the stopping distance? 1 by 4. Because what is the square of half? 1 upon 2 uska square. Matlab 1 upon 2 ka square is 4. So just remember this fact. This is the key concept. Okay. If A is fixed or constant, S is proportional to U square. Our second question is based on this concept. Directly remember the concept. Remember the highlight. If this is given, then we have to do this. If that is given, then we have to do that. Copy this. I'm giving you 2 minutes time for doing this. Properly copy. Okay, we started from here. And then this is the last portion. Be quick in noting it. You are getting 1 to 2 minutes time. After that, we'll do the next numerical. And the next numerical is from AIEEE. Be quick. Be quick in noting it. Remember, we are doing numericals of higher level, that is for the which were asked in the competitive exam of class 11 and class 12. Okay? Highlight this point, and if you have not done, I am giving you 2 seconds. Just take the screenshot so that we can do the next numerical. I hope that it's clear. And for kind information, every year I do this. It's not like this year only you are bearing this more content. Every year physics I'm doing like this. In fact, more number of numericals are done, but this time these are enough. And whenever you face any kind of problem while solving numerical, keep in your mind that you have to be very careful while you are doing this content. And small things, the more mistakes you will make, the more things you will learn. So if you're not getting the correct answer at first attempt, then be very happy. That's what I'm saying. More the practice, more correct answers. Now next, the second question that we are going to do was asked in AIEEE, that is All India Engineering Entrance Exam 2002. Let's have a look at it. Speed of two identical bodies. Speed of two identical bodies are mu and 4 mu. Mu and 4 mu. At a specific instant, the ratio of the respective distance in which the two cars are stopped from that instant by same braking force is dash. Where was this asked in? AIEEE 2002. What are the options? 1:1, 1:4, 1:8, 1:16. Here, we don't need to calculate the whole of the content again. Read the question. Speed of two identical bodies are mu and 4 mu. Mu means any one particular number it can be. And the other time it becomes 4 times that particular number. Okay, this word mu, it is a Greek letter which is generally used for like representing anything, like when you are solving the numericals on the basis of like age and ratio. You do know, like let the age of son be x and age of father be y, like that. Over here you are having mu and 4 mu. What is the need to worry about it? I have not changed the question because I wanted you to learn this thing. Okay, when they are asking in the higher standards, they are using mu and 4 mu. What's our problem in that? It's ultimately a letter only, no? जैसे हम लोग x के ऊपर बहुत ज़्यादा हमें ऐसे लगाव है तो हम हर बार assume करते let it be x. उन्होंने वो लोग म्यू अज्यूम करते, तो हमको क्या है, लेट देम बी म्यू, म्यू एंड 4 म्यू। मतलब कितने गुना स्पीड हुई, 4 गुना। दो बॉडीज हैं, आइडेंटिकल हैं, एंड at a specific distance the ratio of the respective distance in which two cars are stopped from the instant of the same braking force. The braking force is same, which means that the acceleration is same. This keyword, that is same braking force, what does it say? Acceleration is fixed. Acceleration is fixed. तो हमने अब भी इसी लेक्चर में पहले ही न्यूमेरिकल में हमने अभी ये पढ़ा दैट एस इज प्रोपोर्शनल टू यू स्क्वायर, स्क्वायर ऑफ यू। ये यू है और ये म्यू है, म्यू ऐसे लिखा जाता है, इट्स लाइक यू ओनली बट इट हैज बोथ द साइड्स लाइक અહીંયા દંડી હોય ને અહીંયા આમ હોય. Okay, so what will become directly you can answer mu square upon 4 mu square, right? So mu square upon 4 mu square so થાય 16, so mu square upon 16 mu square, so mu will get cancelled out and what will you get the answer? 1 by 16. Here it is the answer. Okay, I'm doing the steps also for you so that whenever you are next time revising, things will become clear for you. S1 upon S2 is equals to U1 square upon U2 square, which is equals to over here mu square upon 4 mu square, which is mu square upon 16 mu square. Mu square will get cancelled out, so here what you are having the ratio as 1 by 16. Okay, so these are coming in 4 marks and you are studying in class 9. Just think, you are so intelligent. So just copy this. I am not going to give you this question again and again. Copy it. After that we'll move further. You are having exactly 1 minute to copy it. After that we'll do the next numerical. Copy it quickly. After your 1 minute, we'll start with the next content. I hope that you are noting it. And assuming that you have done, I'll rub the board. If you have not written, then just take the screenshot. Okay, so let's move further. The next numerical of the day. आपको डेरिवेशन नहीं समझ में आया हो एस प्रोपोर्शनल टू यू स्क्वायर, तो याद रखने का फॉर अ गिवन एक्सेलरेशन फॉर अ गिवन अमाउंट ऑफ फोर्स, स्टॉपिंग डिस्टेंस इज डायरेक्टली प्रोपोर्शनल टू द स्क्वायर ऑफ इनिशियल वेलोसिटी एंड इट्स so lower. आपको ज़्यादा लर्न करने की ज़रूरत भी नहीं है, समझने की भी ज़रूरत नहीं है. अल्टीमेटली हमें तो कॉन्सेप्ट ही चाहिए, कोई आपको डेरिवेशन तो पूछने वाला नहीं है. ठीक है, लेट्स मूव फर्दर. द थर्ड क्वेश्चन वाज आस्क्ड इन एआई ऑल इंडिया प्री मेडिकल टेस्ट. If a car at rest accelerates uniformly, if a car at rest accelerates uniformly to a speed of 144 km per hour in 20 seconds to a speed of 144 km per hour in 20 seconds, it covers the distance, of dash. This was asked in all India pre-medical test. The options were 20, 400, then 1440, 2980. This is the question and you have already done this type of question. I am giving you 30 seconds, just think which formula will be applied. Quick, 30 seconds, the question is in front of you on the board. This was asked in AI PMT 1997. Okay, I hope you are ready. Let's have a look. A car at rest accelerates uniformly to a speed of 144 km per hour, converted into meter per second. So, speed, car at rest, initially the initial velocity is 0. Okay, initially it is at 0. What is the speed? Final speed it became 144 km per hour. 144 into 5 by 18. 2 72s are 2 9s are 9 8s are 72. What is 8 5s are 40 meter per second. Okay, 2 9s are 18 and 2 72s are 144. Then we cancel 9 8s are 72. So 5 8s are, what do you get? 40 meter per second. Next, what is the time taken? T is 20 seconds. Time is given to you how much? 20 seconds. The distance it will cover, what is the S over here? Okay, now here, you know that we are having two formulas for S. V square minus U square is equals to 2AS and S is equals to UT plus half AT square. Whichever formula you apply for finding out S, you need acceleration. How can I get the acceleration? I can get the acceleration from this. So, what is the acceleration? V minus U by T. What is U? 40. Minus 0 upon what is the time you can see? 20. So, it's 40 by 20 which comes to 2 meter per second square. Next, what have they asked? They have asked this distance. So, you have to apply this. S is equals to UT plus half AT square. U is 0 into T will become 0. Half, what is acceleration over here? 2. T square, what is T over here? 20 square. Okay, 0 plus this 2 Chochai. And what remains? 20 square, which is 400 meter. So here the correct answer comes to 400 meter. See, the question I am teaching it again. Car is at rest in the beginning, it accelerates uniformly and its speed becomes 144. Initially at rest, so U is 0. Then speed became 144 km per hour. That we converted into meter per second. Then it covers how much distance? Actually, you are having 2 to 3 numericals over here. One of conversion, one of finding out acceleration and then finding out distance. So, to attain one answer, you have to do 3 particular stanzas you have to go through. And so only it is asked in 4 marks. So just note it down, be quick. I hope you have got it, आपको समझ में आ गया है. हमें क्या चाहिए? S चाहिए. हमारे पास ये 3 फॉर्मूला है. मेरे पास V है, U है. तो I can use this formula also after finding out acceleration. But दोनों ही केस में मेरे को acceleration तो चाहिए ही चाहिए. In both the cases I need the acceleration. ठीक है? I hope that you are getting what I am saying. Okay, so just note it quickly so that we can move further. Then we'll do just last sum. Be quick in noting. Please be quick. After that, we'll do just one last numerical and then we'll conclude with whole of the lesson 1. This was the lengthiest lesson that we did because this is the beginning of your physics. From here, actually, the real physics is starting. Okay, when you're doing the physics, you should have some spirit in your heart. I hope that you have noted. If not, then just be quick. If you're not noted, then be ready even to take the screenshot. Take the screenshot. I'm out of your content. And now we are going to do the last numerical of the day. The last numerical is such that we have already done it, but yet, because it is asked in the previous exam, we'll do it. And the last numerical, you will be able to answer me right now. You don't need any kind of guidance for doing this because I have already taught you this type of question. The question that we are going to do just now was asked in Gujarat State Higher Education Board exam class 12 in 2012. The question is over here. A car covers a distance at speed of 40 km per hour and returns at the speed of 60 km per hour. Calculate the average speed. It was asked in Gujarat State Higher Education Board 2012. Options are 50 km per hour, 42, 48 km per hour, and the last one was none. Now whenever you are asked this kind of question, here the units kilometer per hour is applicable for all three. Okay. Now you know that for the average speed what we have done, I have given you one formula, right, when it is covering same distance. Which is that formula? I will not say right now. Just try to think. I have already done. I will tell you the answer. Answer is 48 and you have to find out how it is 48. By that shortcut trick. I am not going to solve it right now for you. Okay. So this will not be done, and if at all you feel that you want to do it, then just WhatsApp me and tell me. I will give you the solution of this. But for that you need to attend all the previous lectures. If you have attended it carefully, then no issues. You'll be able to solve it. Okay. So here with this we wind up with lesson number 1 tutoring. I hope that the numerical sessions, whichever we have done, it will be helpful to you. If at all you are going to opt for higher exams, higher studies in science stream. With this lesson number 1, motion also gets over. And that's all for the content of the day. Thank you and have a very, very, very good day. That's all. Bye-bye and have a good day. Bye.